Well, we've already conquered one side of Adelaide for a three-peat challenge, for a four-peat challenge, which ended up being just a three-peat. And now we're going to be rebuilding the other side of town. As we're doing a rebuild for the Port Adelaide Football Club, the neighbours of the Adelaide Crows. Well, Port's next door neighbours are 4 and 6, 6 in this save and are in a wild cards, and just in the wild card place. Hang on a minute. Stop it from going to the mid-season draft. It's a bit better. Let's try again. We've already conquered one side of South Australia for the four-peat challenge. Now we're doing the same to help the other South Australian team out in Port Adelaide. See if they can rebuild themselves to premiership contention. So Bevel's re-signed. I think Butters as well. Probably trade him. Sweet has re-signed. Tom Alphabet. Probably keep Lord just in case of your Geo leaves. McKinley. You and McKinley's got a new contract offer. Watkins will see to get promoted. To the rookie list. Promoted from the rookie list. Ricky Jones has re-signed. Hampton Rams re-signed. Gotta keep Glasson. Blake Glasson, that is son of Aaron. Liddy's re-signed. So is Van Wyck. So is Bannett. So is Hanley. We just promoted Xavier Walsh to the senior list. Lorenz also gets a promotion. Also, Josh Lay gets a new deal with the Power. Let's move on to Let's move on to round 10. See if Port Power can do better than they did in real life. Well, they do end the Gold Coast Suns winning one in Darwin. So we don't take anyone mid-year. We did use up our picks in the real life mid-season draft. Loss, 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 win, loss, win, loss, 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 loss. And so Port Adelaide finished the season in 17th place. Not a very good finish. Well, Declan Handley did have a great season for the Power with 34 goals. Nathan Leach was up there for Rising Star contention this season for the Power. Got to try to get Sparrow from Melbourne in free agency. I thought he wants to go to the Crows, but the Power are currently leading the pack to get him to come to Port Adelaide in 2027. Let's give him a 5-year deal. And so Tom Sparrow is no longer a demon and he's now at Port Power. So we say goodbye to Burn Jones, Sido and Wines, who are all retired, while Zach Thatcher and Mead have been delisted. And have all said goodbye to being at Alberton for 2027. Suppose we can't offer Kay Chandler a contract. The one from Nord. Stock has gone. Oh, he's actually went to Collingwood. We might actually get him in the trade in the future. And so we'll give the West Coast Eagles pick 3, future first and a future second, just for Mitch Georgiadis. Going to be a huge loss for Ports, but doesn't matter. We're building the forward line around Declan Handley over at Port Power. Say goodbye to Zach Butters. He's heading off to Punt Road in return for pick 5, 29, 31. We're going to get some future picks. We're losing a couple of players. So might be a bit of a Vicentini reunion at Port. We'll send Josh Sin, Dante Vicentini. And I think we'll also send Jacob Ware over to Bombers for pick 27, future first and future second. Well, Oscar Baker's signed for Sydney in free agency, and as it goes, I hope of even getting him. Oh dear, Essendon is sending pick 100 for pick 99. And Darcy Parish. Just for some sort of a laugh. It's like one of the joke trades. Well, I think Melbourne are pissed that we took Sparrow from them. And we've actually and we've just lost Bergman to Melbourne. As the Demons want a revenge. Now let's do a deal with GWS. We'll swap pick 64 for pick 68. And Jake Riccardi, aka the budget Georgiadis. We lost Georgiadis and we just got the budget version of him. Jake Riccardi. That might make Port Adelaide a little bit worse. So picks 27 and 29 over to Hawthorn. Just to bring Bodie Ryan over to Port Adelaide. And I think we'll send Jack Watkins over to Hawthorn as he's lost his mate Zach Butters to Richmond. Just for another lull, we'll send Will Bridie. Manny Liddy. He's been out of favour recently under Josh Carr. We'll also send Mitch Zaddo over to the Bombers for swap of future 4th round picks. Kind of doing a bit of a clean out here at Alberton. Oh, pick 3 for pick. Well, we just want pick 3 to the Bombers for pick 1. Port Adelaide have been a bit busy this off season. North Melbourne to send picks 11 and 35. And Dylan Stevens to Port Adelaide in return for just for the loss of Logan Evans. Ollie Lord, Kane Farrell. They're all on their way to the Saints in return for picks 9 and 10. Well, it seems like Josh Carr is basically not afraid to clean out this Port squad. Get ready for the next dynasty to build Port Adelaide's next premiership side. And so he's sending Radaglia to the Kangaroos. He's on his way out in return for Matt Whitlock. And so Port Adelaide have reunited the Whitlock brothers. Well, Porter just swapped a couple of future picks with the Dockers for the Bulldogs. I think Port Adelaide might be preparing themselves for a few more, like a huge trade period in probably for 2028, when we can get some superstars like maybe Cozzy Pickett, maybe Nasiah Wangani Miller. Those who can fit nicely to this Port squad. This is kind of a bit more like a transition year, really. So Barrett, Moss, and O'Brien have been delisted. So we got Dougie Cochran at pick 1. Pick 2, we'll go with Boyle. Grant Boyle from, I think he's coming from, St. Woodville, West Torrens. Pick 9, Port Adelaide. Got Parker, and we got Wayland. Jesus Christ, we're getting more defenders. Give Cameron Bibble a bit of help in the back line. Rookie draft. We currently got 4 picks in the rookie draft. So with the first pick, we got James Borlace from the Crows. We'll go with Nathan Kruger with our next pick. Port Adelaide have picked Lockie McNeil from the Bulldogs. And now with the last pick in the rookie draft. That was a great win for Broadview, Riley. Speaking of wins, I think I got Port Adelaide drafting Lockie McNeil from Woodville West Torrens with their 40 with the 33rd pick in the rookie draft. And so the last pick, Paul got Levi Yates in the rookie draft. That's hopefully one of your players will be okay soon. Got concussed very bad against Salisbury. And so my team had a great win today against Christie's as well, winning by 6 points. 31-25. I think Christie's played a bit dirty today. They used to be a clean team. And then they've kind of gone a bit downhill once that new coach took over. At Christie's, that is. Over report will give Leach the number 9 Guernsey. So we're going to have to retire number 15 for maybe Cozzy Pickett. Definitely, my boys did a great job helping you guys get off the bottom of the ladder and keeping Christie's at last spot. We'll give Matt Whitlock the number 19 Guernsey for Port. Georgia, we'll give him 22. Dougie Cochran to wear number 6 in his debut season for the Power. We'll give Stevens number 15. Sparrow to take number 30. Mick. Definitely, your boys can be able to beat Salisbury. All Aces got 37 for the Power. $39 to Kruger. Ryan's got 27. Hey, Luke, just rebuilding the Power. I think I got Rick. Definitely right. A big game on Saturday. Can't wait to meet your boys. Your team also this one. I think be good to finally meet in person. Parish will wear 25. That was a big wow. That one I got Boyle wearing 23, Wayland's wearing 40. So we'll move Declan Hanley to number 16 for the Power. Bannett's set to wear His real life number 46. Durden's finally got his number upgrade to 14. Oh, we'll keep him at 44. We'll upgrade Josh later 14 instead. Van Wick's got 13 next for 2027. Yates will wear 42. Definitely think Broadview's finals hopes are still alive. They need to. If they could beat, if they could at least beat Christie's, they could be in with a real chance. And that's the finalised Port Adelaide numbers for 2027. That will also make Port Adelaide the most attractive the best place to want to play AFLW. And so I think the Power have reunited the Schultz sisters. Matilda and her sister Poppy are now teaming up together at Alberton. How the hell do we delist Eaton? She's a great player. Heads is re-signed. So it was Goody, Mills, Robinson, Charity, Symes, Bogue, Borg, Young. Bennett. Next deal was with Geelong. We'll send away pick 32 with her pick 25 and 43. And we'll send Alyssa Brock and I think Olivia Crane. They'll also go to the Cats. Pick 11 and pick 14 for pick. And we'll also send Sophie McKay. Got Sophie McKay coming to the Power. That is a big pick, good pickup for the Power. Yeah, good pickup for Port Adelaide. Also reunited. The Schultz sisters are back together over at Port Adelaide. Now for North Melbourne, we'll send Wedland, send Wendy, Gurmatch, Heads, not Heads, maybe Pope. In return, we'll give the Power. Power will get Man, the women's team might be looking a bit. It's like starting to look stacked here at Port Adelaide. Ferguson, Birch, and I reckon Gats are all heading to the power. This looks like an absolute stacked Port Adelaide team. As they might be the their AFL women's team might be looking really good for 2027. So we'll retake Eton, Lindley, so Port's just scanned the cries and just, well, took Brooke Tynan. Oh, could be maybe an undefeated season coming up for Port Adelaide's women's team. We'll change Derek's number to maybe number 3, so McKay can wear 5, Birch to wear 2, Ferguson 11, Gap 13, Tynan 15, Lindley 19, and Gilroy 24. This Port team only finished 8th in the 2026 AFLW season. Let's see if the Meds team can be able to maintain a top 8 position in 2027. Oh dear, the men are not looking good right now. The men are second bottom. Although the women's team are playing great, but doing great, but the same cannot be said for the men's team. As the men's team are not playing very good footy right now. They're going to need a huge trade period next summer. That's what the picks are there for. They just beat Brisbane in the final round of the season. We've only got 9 out of contract. We've signed Alira on for 2 more seasons. Could be it for maybe 1 more for Cochrane. 1 more for Ball Ace. Be promoted to the senior list as well. Durden signed a new contract. Well, it was actually Wayland who actually won the Rising Star. Van Wyck and Richards have all been delisted by the Power. I think I reckon we signed Blake Fredgold on a 4-year contract to play for Port. Oh, well, at least the women's team are doing really good. They're top of the table with the Kangaroos. Who's still for the Saints? We'll send Tom Alphabet, Will Lorenz. Levi Yates. Maybe not Yates. Picks 2 and 6. St Kilda. All just to bring the Messiah over to Alberton. As Port's about to get their new Messiah. Possibly to wear number 4. Messiah Wangani Miller. That is a huge pickup for the Power. Send Marshall, pick 20, and a disgruntled Xavier Walsh over to Freo. Find a backup ruckman who would be better than Dante Vicentini. Maybe like Jackson. For the Eagles, we'll send this next deal with West Coast. We'll send Jake Riccardi, one of the banter players, Nathan Kruger, and pick 19 all just to bring Georgiadis back to Alberton. All just to bring Sir Mitch Georgiadis back to Port Power. To bring him back to where he belongs. At least he'll get his old number 19 jersey back. Look at that. Port's also traded for Cosy Pickett and Latrell Pickett. Maybe they don't really need Zach Butters after all. Night, Mum. And so we just signed Finlay McRae as a replacement for Zach Butters. Let me check to see where McInnes is at. He's at Richmond. I reckon it might be it for the trade period. Just checking to see where the women's team have finished. Well, we finished top. And we got an AFLW grand final coming up against North Melbourne. Look at that. Porter got Sartas and Macbeth in the rookie draft. And Port Adelaide lost their first AFLW grand final. Losing to North Melbourne hurts for Port. They worked so hard to get to that. Only to have that ripped away. Maybe there is one solution. We're going to have to once again raid from north. Trade period's closed for the women's. Can 2028 be the year that Josh Carr can take this group to a premiership? Ninth right now. We get Jai Clark. That Power's getting on a roll. Second on the ladder. And a massive win over West Coast. Qualifying final, we got Collingwood. Got to drop Lukosius for Whitlock. Well, that erases the pain of 2002. Parker's out injured. Gotta go with Boyle. Would you look at that? The Power in the grand final. Port started from the bottom. Now we're here. Now we're here on grand final day. We'll make Ryan the tagger. So after 2 years of this rebuild, Port Adelaide are in the granny.
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're coming to you from the MCG. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Hawthorn and Port Adelaide. These two teams have outlasted everybody. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second prize. The players are ready to charge onto the ground. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
Pleasure to be here, Hutto. I like the power. Not the popular pick, but I just think they're a bit more settled and well placed to counter the opposition's strengths. I can see this one going down to the final minutes.
Thanks for that, Harf. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss. Port Adelaide went into their 2024 semi-final against Hawthorn at Adelaide Oval as outsiders after copping a hiding from Geelong at the same venue in a qualifying final. With renewed intensity, Port led the Hawks at each change and were on the brink with an 18-point margin early in the last quarter. The Hawks hit back and threw Finn McGuinness's classy snap close to within 4 points with 3.5 minutes to play. Hawthorn skipper James Sicily then had the chance to put his side in front with just over a minute to play, but his kick from 50 metres struck the left goal post. The Hawks could not manufacture another opportunity, and the Power celebrated their passage to a preliminary final against the Swans in Sydney. The final scores 11-9-75 to 11-6-72. Mitch Georgiades booted 3 for the winners.
Reeves palms it down. Met solidly. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Sweet gets his hand to it. Leach sharks it. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. He might have thought about the corridor. Ward couldn't get a disposal. Sweet is dangerous when he has space. McRae all alone in the centre square. That's a strong mark. Sweet getting involved. Sicily saves the day. Tidy ball. The kick was centimetre perfect. Barris, he's copped some of his own medicine. Knew where the help was. Ward, can he hit a target? Sweet with the big fist. And we'll have a throw in.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Sweet punches it out of the ruck. Cochrane, Leach. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. Barris had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Quality delivery by foot. That's skillful. Moore was afforded latitude. Gives it everything. Watson had his name written all over it.
To finish off the good work.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
I think he was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
Lay to bring it in. Sparrow works hard to present. Searching kick. They're moving the footy well here. And they're away. Good work rate. Slick hands. Whitlock is pushed up. Manages to find a teammate. They could be in front in a minute. Pickett is the beneficiary of some fine ball movement.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
For the first goal of the grand final, listen to the roar.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
The first goal was a while coming, but the early signs are we're in for a great contest. Leach can send them into attack. McRae leading from the front. Sparrow is hard to beat one-on-one. The Power moving the ball well. Wanganeen Malira. Pickett. That's good work rate. Sweet in the right spot. Cochrane is in the clear and marks uncontested.
He better kick the goal after that passage of play.
He backs himself, but he hasn't hit it well. A behind.
They'll need to clamp down on him. He'll torch him if they keep giving him that sort of space.
Stocker heads wide with the kick in. Sicily in the clear. The Hawks might be about to start something. Ward gets to the front spot. Newcomb working hard and being rewarded. That's well played. Watson, Moore. Off he goes with the advantage. Lay heads them off at the pass. Boyle, the Power, showing some good signs early. Rosie, all on his own. He's hit up the lead. Pickett, strong grab. Clever handball. Aliyah, Georgiades, dangerous to leave on his own. He's been called to play on. Towards full forward. Weddle, spoils. Happy to concede a behind.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Looking for a quick transition. Barris has found some space. Good looking kick. Honours the lead.
Off he goes. They can't catch him. They've opened them up here. Takes the short option. They're keeping the ball well. Doesn't often waste it. Watson outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Moore. Ward. Boyle showing why he's such a good defender. Clever kick. The Power are out of trouble. Georgiades has got loose. Ignoring the corridor for now. McRae with a chance to run. That's a useful ball. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Who's got the wheels? And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
The Hawks are fortunate the damage isn't worse because they're really struggling at the source.
Sweet showing his skills. Leach. Cochrane. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. This will be coming back. It's out on the full.
A good tackle there, forced him into the mistake.
Aaliyah doing what he does best. It's a tough game. They're tackling with venom today. Reeves palms it down. Thompson. Ward. Lay went bang. He's set upon. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Good ruck work. Absorbs the pressure. A bit of a panicked handball. Well-weighted kick. Watson. Not on my watch, he says. He's carried it over the line.
Both defences are holding up well. Goals haven't been easy to come by.
Sweet wins the tap. Cochrane read it better than anyone. He's made a bright start. Solid tackle. You have to be tough to play this game. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. The two big men do battle. Cochrane, Paul Francis. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Hurried kick goes very wide. The Power have started well. What can they muster from the back half? Georgiades has charged into space. Paul Francis can keep it moving. That's a bruising tackle. He's drawn a crowd. They ask the question, but the umpire will have it. Reeves wins the tap like Batman and Robin. Plenty of heat in this game. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. Rinse and repeat. Reeves showing his skills. Thompson, McKenzie. Joel needs to be quick. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Newcomb puts his head over it. He's been busy so far. This is good ball movement. Lace out. Great footy.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
To break the duck. That will have to wait.
You certainly would have expected to kick that one, but he's got to put it out of his mind now.
Looking for a quick transition. Sparrow with a chance to relieve the pressure. His field kicking is normally first rate. Paul Francis. The fans will be happy to see this. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. The two big men do battle. Paul Francis on the same page as his ruck. McRae. Sweet. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Rosie. It's labour-intensive at the moment. Paul Francis. He's taken a beauty. Well played. Pickett comes free in the tackle. He's besieged. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Sweet with a deft tap. Leach. The umpire waves them on. That's careless. He's been accosted. Ryan under pressure. Lukosius kicking for his first. Hanley marks close to goal. That's poor checking.
They've hit the ground running, and a goal here will give them a handy break.
No trouble at all, and they've skipped clear.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Power have made an impressive start. The big men fly. Leach, you can see their confidence growing. Pickett has a vice-like grip. They've got them on the overlap. Newcomb wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Good kick. McKenzie makes position. Moore on a lead. Can he find a teammate? And they're away. They're moving the footy quickly. Lay saves the day again. The power looks sharp early. Ryan. He might have thought about the corridor. Hanley on centre wing is marked. Wanting to get on with the job. Lowers the eyes. Berry. Rosie. Ryan. It's a poor kick. Sicily. They just keep kicking it back to him. Neat little worm burner. Ward presents in space. Good thinking and good execution too. Newcomb. It sits and he's in business. What's he got on offer? Got to go quickly. Time running out. Newcomb. They've given it back. He stopped in his tracks. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Reeves got his palm to it. The power have set down a marker and they're going to be hard to beat as the players retreat to their huddles. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Hawks are lucky to be so close, if we're honest. They were generally outplayed in that first term, and this margin really should be greater. Unless they can flick a switch, it soon will be.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Sweet has had his measure today. Vaughan Francis couldn't get an effective disposal. Reeves leads his opponent, hacking it forward. That's careless kicking. Leach all alone in the centre square. Well done. Quality delivery by foot. The power can build something here. Georgiades. Shanahan. Probing ball. The kick was centimetre perfect. Takes the safe option. Day works hard to present. Good work rate. They need a spark. Moore in some space on the wing. Ward, useful hand pass. McDonald might be just outside his range. Can he be the fire starter? Punched away. Butler hasn't seen a lot of it. Leach ensures that foray will come to nothing. The kick is precise. The power are playing like winners. No one can mark. Shanahan loves the hard stuff. Tracy charges onto it. He's been quiet. Ryan, terrific tackle. Berry. They've had the better of the contest to this point. McRae, boot, ball, goal!
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Newcomb gathers on the half volley. Ward, what can they build here? Battle, leading by example. Weddle, spearing pass. Day, working hard and presenting well. Sweet, couldn't complete the mark. Couldn't burst through. Wanganeen Malira, he's lost possession. He won't be happy with that one. Whitlock tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Desperate defence. That's commitment to the cause. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Sweet, the winner there. Leach, good tackle. We've got another stoppage. Sweet wins it. Cochrane, you can't question his commitment. They're playing for keeps. The umpire says he had no prior.
Hasn't been the highest standard game, but still been enjoyable to watch.
Sweet, he's worth his weight in gold. Cochrane.
You don't often get beaten when you win the clearances, contested possessions and disposal efficiency, and this match is no exception.
Sweet is giving him a bath. Vaughan Francis. Rosie. Who's front and centre? Pickett. The Hawks are chasing tail. Hanley all on his own. They're looking good. Lukosius. Great body work. He will surely make this count.
His goal so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Oh, a couple of teammates are suggesting that perhaps he should have given that one off.
The Hawks desperately need to shift the momentum. Barris, they're moving the footy well here. Tidy ball, honours the lead. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Moore with a chance to run. Sicily working hard and being rewarded. Ignoring the corridor for now. Butler has found some space. They've got to get a wriggle on. He's under close attention. They desperately need a goal. Cochrane is calm in a crisis. Doesn't often waste it. Hanley gets the kick away. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. They cannot keep him quiet. The umpire's there to remind him that you must make an effort to keep the ball in play.
As long as they're consistent, that's all we want to see.
Georgiades, he's gone. Cochrane, Leach, the power are red hot at the moment. Hanley takes another contested grab. This is champagne footy.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
If they'd kicked straight, this match would already be settled. It may be pretty soon anyway.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Barris in the clear. He's generally a good kick. Sicily outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Thompson is hard to beat one-on-one. Ward pushes into space and receives the footy. Watson can keep it moving. Butler, dangerous to leave on his own. Can he impose himself on the match? Here's a big chance to peg back the margin. Delivers a long ball. Boyle doesn't want to turn it over there. Ryan, that's good work rate. They're playing with purpose and poise. Rosie has charged into space. Ryan can get it and go. Lukosius read it well and claims the mark. Cochrane. Hanley attracted a crowd. It's not a fair fight. No leniency from the umpire there.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
Mackenzie, that's a strong mark. Thompson with a little bit of time. Goes long. Boyle continues to be a thorn in their side. The power are bringing great energy. Leach, crunching tackle. They have absolutely spifflicated him. Gone, caught napping in a dangerous spot.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Butler, he'll be sore in the morning. We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. Attracted a crowd. Reeves wins it down. McDonald, Mackenzie almost threw it out. Burgoyne, Whitlock, Rosie, Wanganeen Malira. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. That is suboptimal to say the least.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Is this their first? No, the wait goes on.
Gee, you'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
He's off. His field kicking is normally first rate. That's well played. Tries a safe ball. Lukosius has got loose. The power are out of trouble. Good kick. He's hit up the lead. Gives some ground with a handball. Georgiades. Hanley. Marks. Will he go the bomb? Paul Francis. You have to be tough to play this game. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. The two big men do battle. Burgoyne. That's a bit of a waste. Terrific forward pressure. They're tackling with great intent. Smith looking for territory. Newcomb, Day. The Hawks have been out of sorts. Pickett in the right spot at the right time.
The crowd's a little subdued, and dare I say it, they're becoming concerned.
Sweet. It's a masterclass in ruck work. Burgoyne, McRae, Day. Desperate to win it back. Clever kick. Stocker. Can he find a teammate? Burgoyne clears the area. Just trying to get it forward under pressure. Hits the deck. Missed opportunity. Pickett. Hanley. Touch and go. Misses.
They're doing plenty right, just not putting it on the scoreboard.
No time like the present. Barris marks in the back pocket. That's skillful. Mackenzie on a lead. Looking to hit up the short option. Well played. Normally delivers. You asked for it. You got it. Sweet. You can see their confidence growing. Aliyah. They've got them on the overlap. This is good ball movement.
The Power have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
The Hawks must be hoping that their opponents can't keep this standard up because they're just not able to compete with it.
The Hawks are really flat. They need to energise quickly. Good ruck work. Cochrane. McDonald in the centre square. He's caught. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Sweet continues to have his way. Cochrane. McRae wanting to get on with the job. The Power have winners everywhere. Pickett. Here's real danger now. Might be time for one more score here. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Kicks to centre wing. Newcomb. That one was always his. Barris. The Hawks moving the ball well. Can he be the fire starter? Sparrow wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Cochrane. The Power are playing like winners. Boyle. They've found the magic formula. And the natives are restless as the halftime siren sounds here. This hasn't gone to plan so far. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Hawks are streeting the tackle count, but don't be fooled by that. It's because they've been second to the ball all day. The coach will be very disappointed with his midfield brigade because they simply haven't been hard enough. They've had the disadvantage of their ruck being well beaten, but even so, just haven't displayed the extreme competitiveness that we normally associate with this group. I expect to see a frenzied approach in the second half.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Smith. He's been beaten, but he had a win there. McDonald doing the grunt work. Butler. Thompson running in support. Day heads towards goal and does not let them down.
The Hawks are not out of this by any stretch of the imagination.
If they can get the next one, it'll be on. Smith showing his skills. Newcomb, McDonald, Rosie mops that one up. Long ball in. Stocker making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. What can they generate? Thumped away. Day does well under pressure. Butler in some space on the wing. Takes the short option. The kick is precise. Going for territory. It's a poor inside 50. That's good vision. Sweet makes position. Probing ball. Quality delivery by foot. Pickett works hard to present. Wanganeen Malira. When one tackle just won't do. Stoppage coming up on the wing. Smith punches it out of the ruck. A bit of a panicked handball. Berry wins it back. Sweet. Good thinking and good execution too. Dishes it off. Into the pocket he goes. Hanley marks and should goal.
He continues to reel in contested marks, and it's not just physical strength. He judges the ball in flight so well.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
The Power clearly didn't read the script. They were supposed to struggle today. McDonald on the same page as his ruck. Throws it on the boot. Whitlock spoils. Sparrow getting involved. Aliyah, they're making hard work of it. The kick was centimetre perfect. Pickett has found some space. Hanley can just about finish it himself. Pokes it into the pocket. Cochrane drops into the hole and marks.
Kicking at his first.
Easy goal, surely. He hasn't missed it, has he? Wow, that's not easy to do.
Oh, that's a bad miss. He'll be looking for a hole to jump into.
He's off. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Barris, all on his own. McDonald with a chance to run. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Day comes free in the tackle. Stocker, tidy ball. They might be caught out on the turnover. They can smell victory. Stocker, the Hawks might be about to start something. Who's front and centre? Sicily.
Good disciplined defence. Aaliyah has a real turn of pace. Boyle, stripped to the footy. Berry. Rosie, I've liked his game today. Sweet, terrific tackle. They cannot keep him quiet. Rosie gathers in the centre square. They've given it back. Is anyone home? Smith at centre half forward. This will be a deep entry. Watson is the man on the spot and he's marked.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
They're crying out for a goal and he's answered the call.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Hawks haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. Sweet, he's worth his weight in gold. Leach, Burgoyne, Georgiades might be just outside his range. The defence has fallen down. Tracy finds himself unattended.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Tracy can make it much harder for them here, and that's what he's done.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Power have one hand on the cup. Smith showing his skills. Day, he's wrapped up. He's besieged. Great tackling technique there. Sweet is giving him a bath. Cochrane, Burgoyne, Berry fighting hard. Horn Francis. Battle, we've seen that before. Got to get rid of it. Hacking it forward. Honours the lead. McDonald, he doesn't waste many. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Butler, out of the congestion. That's a dreadful hand pass. They've put themselves under pressure. There goes the kick inside the 50. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. They're tackling with venom today. Edwards palms it down. They've got good chemistry, those two. The fans will be happy to see this. We've got another stoppage. Sweet wins the tap. Burgoyne, Leach, ball lays. Horn Francis. The Power are playing some great footy. Pickett has a vice-like grip. Sicily, they just keep kicking it back to him. Foot race on the wing. Jones runs onto it. Pickett. Hanley has it within range. What's he got on offer? You can see their confidence growing. Horn Francis is in the clear and marks uncontested.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
He couldn't miss this, could he? He hasn't, but he's lucky he wasn't any further out.
The Hawks need to start winning more contested ball. They're being beaten up in that area.
The Power by 33. Sweet is teaching him a lesson. McDonald, Newcomb. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Taking out some frustration, possibly. Lukosius, anyone's ball. Sweet charges onto it. Closed him down. Tumbles a punt towards the boundary line. Normally delivers. Burgoyne read that one right off the boot. They're huffing and puffing. Alarm bells are ringing. Sicily had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. McDonald with a chance to relieve the pressure. Battle getting their handball game going. The sprint is on. Ward, he's everywhere at the moment. You can't question his commitment. Sparrow leads his opponent. They have absolutely spifflicated him. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Reeves got his palm to it. Mackenzie, Newcomb, what can he do with it? Day, he probably should have hand passed. He's had little impact so far. Bouncing ball. It's a tough game. He steps over the line with a footy and we've got a throw in.
Dominating the disposal count doesn't always translate on the scoreboard, but it is today.
Sweet has been dominant in the ruck, like Batman and Robin. Pickett got to the right position and hung on. Hanley working hard and presenting well. Good work rate. Felt the pressure there. Weddle drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Battle. It's not been his day, that's for sure. What can they muster from the back half? He's hit up the lead. Not sure who the target was. Gets the kick away. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Ward, Moore in the centre square. This is good ball movement. They're a big chance here. Leaves it behind. Butler, they desperately need a goal. Terrific forward pressure. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Sweet has had his measure today. Burgoyne, Berry with a clean pickup. Cochrane, can they catch them out on the turnover? Day for a boost just before the break. This is very close. It's a behind.
Doesn't exactly encourage the midfielders to work harder.
Looking for a quick transition. Sparrow can keep it moving. Sweet, that's good work rate. The Hawks are chasing tail. Georgiades has got loose. The Power having a great patch. Wanganeen Malira attracted a crowd. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Sweet, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Jones, Horn Francis, Rosie, punched away. Pickett. It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? No.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Stocker brings it back in. Quality delivery by foot. That's well played. Three quarters done, and this has been a real turn-up. I don't think anyone tipped it. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Hawks have it all to do. The first goal is obviously essential. When you're in these situations, sometimes you can actually play your best footy because it frees you up knowing that you've got nothing left to lose. If this is close late, it'll be their opposition feeling the most nervous.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again.
Sweet. It's been a mighty performance. Leach. Jones. The Hawks continue to be second to the ball. The Power won't mind this. They've smashed them in the clearances. Reeves gets his hand to it. McDonald. McKenzie. Clean pickup. Kicks to space. Stocker. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Can they get themselves a consolation prize? Looking to get it down there quickly. McKenzie. That one was always his.
If you can steer this one through, you just never know.
He's got it done.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Hawks were after the first, and they've got it. Reeves, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Got the handball away. McKenzie, Barris. Horne-Francis got a fist in. That's a bruising tackle. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Sweet continues to have his way. He'll be sore in the morning. Maybe the ump's got to kick it 20 metres sideways and let them run after it. Sweet slaps it out. They have a good understanding, those two. Aaliyah comes steaming through. Well played. Tidy ball. Pickett pushes into space and receives the footy. Driving it long to full forward. Horne-Francis. Great hands there.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Should be a goal. He's missed. A chance gone begging.
You have to wonder how paid professionals can miss those sorts of goals.
Stocker with the footy. Barris marks in the back pocket. Sicily has charged into space. And they're away. Tracy with a clumsy tackle has conceded a free kick. They've opened them up here. Moore. What's he got on offer? Not a lot of positives today. He's normally better than that. Good ball handling under pressure. Moore. Sparrow doing what he does best. Butler. He's been quiet. Big ball to be won. Squeezes the kick. Oh, it's been paid. It's effectively a free goal.
Well, he tried to donate 1 point, and instead he's donated 6. Only in Australia could you get taxed 500%.
He completes the formalities.
Some will argue the merits of the free kick, but that doesn't matter. The goal is in the book.
The Hawks are not gone yet. Smith smashes it out of there. McDonald manages to find a teammate. Ward navigated the traffic. He just keeps racking up disposals. It's a catastrophic mistake.
There might just be a chance of pitching this game if this goes through.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
They're within striking distance, but they need to make the most of their shots on goal.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Sparrow has found some space. Lowers the eyes. Leach works hard to present. That's skillful. Berry on a lead. Searching kick. Pickett. This is good footy. Probing ball. Ryan, all on his own. Takes the safe option. Hanley makes position. Pickett wins the contest hands down.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
He'll bang this through for a point.
The Hawks are still in it, but a goal there could have just about sealed the deal.
Stocker to bring it in. Barris presents in space. They're moving the footy well here. Clever kick. Good thinking and good execution too. The Hawks might be about to start something. Moore. Sicily with a chance to run. Ward working hard and being rewarded. It's been that kind of day for them. His field kicking is normally first rate. Useful hand pass. They'll contest in the centre square. Leach cops some unwanted attention. No leniency from the umpire there.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
He's generally a good kick. Newcomb, dangerous to leave on his own. Delivers it inside 50. It's eluded him. Butler thought his way through it. Pickett gets to the front spot. Rosie, this is promising. When one tackle just won't do. Time is starting to become a factor. Sweet gets his hand to it. McRae. Ryan. It's a hot footy. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
His annoyance can only be with himself for lack of awareness.
Day can go back and shoot at goal.
Got to kick this one to give them some hope.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
It's a disappointing miss, but he created an opportunity that perhaps not many would have.
He's off. Can he hit a target? Sparrow with a chance to relieve the pressure. Rosie. Good kick. The Power are out of trouble. That's a useful ball. Honours the lead. Normally delivers. Pickett in the clear. This deserves a goal. Thumped away. Jones. Vital contest coming up. Battle ensures there's no second chance. Good work rate. Doesn't often waste it. The kick is precise. In no hurry here. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. McDonald. They cannot keep him quiet. He's hit up the lead. What's he got on offer? The Hawks having a purple patch. Jones saves the day. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Ryan. They're playing with purpose and poise. Sweet. Ball lays. Tries a safe ball. Georgiades marks on centre wing. Burgoyne. The kick was centimetre perfect. Lukosius has a way of drawing the footy. McRae. Tracy. Too big, too strong, too good.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
Tracy. He's been off the boil so far, but that'll make him feel better.
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
The Power are on the verge of a famous win. Sweet has rucked tirelessly. Burgoyne. Was that a throw? Ryan. They've given it back. Boyle will bail his team out again. Wanganeen Malira can run and carry. McRae all alone in the centre square. Barris making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Hanley. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Sweet could do this with his eyes closed. Hanley, he's been dispossessed. He had prior opportunity.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
They need a spark. Quality delivery by foot. Weddle. They have absolutely spifflicated him. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Smith, a rare win. McRae, he's going for goal. It's not good off the boot. In fact, it's slammed into the behind post. Day can keep it moving. That's well played. McDonald, Stocker, slick hands. Smith getting involved. Jones with the intercept mark. Burgoyne in some space on the wing. Smith wins it back. Great mark. The Hawks haven't thrown the towel in. Felt the pressure. Thompson, he's so good in close. Edwards running in support. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. You can see their confidence growing. Jones is clean below his knees. Sweet. Berry. What can he do with it? The Power are playing some great footy. McDonald leading from the front. McKenzie in the clear on centre wing. Confirmation at last of what we all knew for some time.
That Board of One in
A
2028.
magnificent performance culminates in a premiership for this wonderful team.
What are the main takeaways from that one, Half?
The Power have proven themselves the best side in the competition. Time and again, they've stood up under pressure this year, and today was no different. At one point, we thought this might have ended up close.
I think this will be the end of this video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Feeling in sport.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Half.